Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm on my cell phone now because, as you can imagine, OBS is broken yet again. It has... Okay, so I think I've figured out... I've been able to replicate this issue now. It has something to do with multiple profiles, multiple sets of scenes. Because everything was working fine up until I reinstalled the Twitch layout and then switched from the Twitch layout to the YouTube layout. It apparently triggers something. So originally I thought maybe there was something wrong with my YouTube layout, but we ran on my YouTube layout all last night after we had the problem solved, and at the beginning of the stream tonight, everything ran fine. But I've also run on the Twitch layout. As you can see, I switched to the Twitch layout there momentarily, and it ran fine. It was only then when I switched back to the YouTube layout that the program crashed, and now it won't let me relaunch it. It crashes immediately, like it was doing last night. So there's definitely a bug in the software that has something to do with multiple layouts. So I'm going to turn the camera around here and show you. I just relaunched the software, and you can see already down here OBS has crashed. It does that right off the bat. Now if I go up here and I try to take out or switch to my Twitch layout, it will switch to my Twitch layout, but then the program will hard crash, and when I relaunch the software, first of all it will tell me OBS is already running. No, it didn't do it that time. That's odd. But you notice it switched back to my YouTube layout, because up there it says sub goal instead of follower goal, and as you can see, OBS has crashed again. So if I switch to the Twitch layout, well, now everything just locked up hard. So I don't know. OBS has been useless when it comes to tech support. As I said last night, every time I've contacted them to let them know that there's an issue with their software, they always claim ignorance, and they say, "Oh, it's not our software. It's your computer, or it's what you're doing. So it's not our fault. It's yours. Basically, we're perfect and you suck." So that's why I'm so fed up with OBS, because once you get into a situation like this, where you get into a crash loop, there's literally nothing you can do to fix it. I'm going in here now and I'm removing my YouTube gaming scene library. And now the program has stopped responding. Okay, so now it's switched to Twitch, but then because it switches scene libraries, it crashes immediately. Now watch what happens when I relaunch the software. It's back to YouTube, so it doesn't actually remove, although it doesn't show up here. Notice that? It's not up there. It's just Twitch. So, and I can't remove the last one that's in there. I can force it to switch over to it, but then it will probably crash the software. Yep, crashed. And it will just keep doing this. When I relaunch the software, it will launch back into the YouTube gaming layout that doesn't actually exist, mind you. Now it's saying it's already running. Because a lot of times what happens when the software crashes is it doesn't actually kill the process. It doesn't actually kill the OBS exe. And when you try to end task, it doesn't go away. It's like it's locked. And as you can see, it's using quite a bit of RAM. It's using well over a gig of RAM. So there's definitely some problems with this software. And they can deny it all they want, but here's the facts. I'm not doing anything differently than what other streamers are doing. I have an Elgato HD60 Pro capture card running on a Windows 10 machine with a bunch of games installed. Here are all my games that I have installed. I have Mega Maker, I have FreeSO, I have PUBG, I have The Sims, Death Road to Canada, SimCity 4, I have an Apple IIe Plus emulator, City Skylines, Flight Simulator, GTA 4, Golf with Friends, OpenRCT, and down here somewhere is NASCAR Racing 2003 series. So I have a bunch of games, okay? So I'm not doing anything that is out of the ordinary, okay? It's not like I'm trying to, like, run weather models or, you know, do quantum mathematics on my computer while I'm streaming. It's literally just a Windows 10 machine running OBS with an Elgato card. So they can claim that, oh, you know, something's not compatible or blah, 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 blah. But the fact remains is I've done streams for months now with this setup, and it's always worked. Just now recently it's stopped working, and nothing's changed. You know, all my settings, I'm very particular with my computer settings. I don't go changing things. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So they can claim and they can deny all they want, but fact remains their software has issues. And I'm going to make it my personal goal and my personal quest to call them out on it until they own up to their problems and fix them. You know, if I were a streamer with 1 million subscribers or 5 million subscribers, you know, they'd be responding to me. They'd be bending over backwards to help me. But because I'm a no-name streamer who, you know, has basically no clout, they're going to ignore me. And that says a lot about the type of company that they are, if they're going to ignore what equates to probably 95% of the channels out there on YouTube right now. Small streamers like me who have under 1,000 subs, who stream regularly and bust their ass, you know, 2, 3, 5 times a night, or 5 times a week rather, to bring content to their viewers. And OBS just wants to ignore their issues. They only want to react to something if their channel is big enough to get them some really negative press. So, so what I did was I logged out of my username to force that process to end, and now I'm back in OBS. And as you can see, it reloaded that YouTube gaming layout that doesn't exist. And that sucks because... oh, wait a minute. See, now it's come back in the list. So that's very strange. I honestly don't know what's going on with this software. I really don't. I'm wondering if I switch and then close the software fast enough. No. Literally, I clicked exit the moment I clicked the remove, and it didn't exit. It actually waited for the software to crash first before it would exit. Which means now I bet it's not going to save what I did. Oh no, it did save it. Look at that. It launched with Twitch, but immediately crashed again. I mean, I don't know what to do. I'm honestly at a loss. I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do. I just don't know. I can do anything I want here. I mean, the software has crashed. It says OBS, whoops, OBS has crashed. But it's still letting me do everything, pretty much. I just created a new scene library called test. Switch back to Twitch and click remove. Of course, the program hard crashes there, so it's not going to accept any of that, what I just did. I'm going to try to remove the Twitch layout now. I want to get this software down to like just a stupid mode where there's nothing in it as far as scenes go. Close the software. Let me check Task Manager, see if the process has actually gone away. Yes, it has. So let's relaunch OBS now. So now we're down to a basic, just an empty scene with nothing in it. I'm going to try to import my YouTube layout again. And we'll see what happens here. And I apologize for the glare of the lights. I have a light right behind that computer monitor, so I'll turn that light off for now. These are my studio lights, by the way. They're really awesome. I got them on Amazon for, I forget how much money. They were like 40 bucks, I think. And that was from generous viewer donations from you guys. You guys bought those lights for me, so thank you guys very much. So I've put the YouTube gaming scenes back in. I'm going to close the software just so that it saves what I've done. I'm going to relaunch, and I'm going to switch scenes into YouTube, and I'm going to see if it crashes. And it did crash. So we're going to close and relaunch. It says it's already running. I'm going to switch to YouTube and immediately click exit. It's going to crash again before I have a chance to exit, but maybe it will still force a save. I don't know. I don't know at this point. Checking, yes, OBS is still, so that process is locked in. It won't close, so it's going to tell me it's running anyway. Alright, it opened, and it opened with the Storm Force YouTube gaming layout, but it crashes immediately. I don't know. I don't know at this point. I mean, it's so fucked up. OBS is so fucked up. I really don't know. I'm going to log out and log back in to force that process to close. I don't know. I mean, if any of you guys are software developers out there, you have any idea at all what might be going on, I don't know. I've run every method of troubleshooting that I know, and I am a professional troubleshooter. That's what I've spent 20 years of my professional life doing, is troubleshooting. And I can't figure this out. I've tried every method that I can figure out to try to isolate where the problem is, and I can't. I can't figure it out because it seems like the problem changes every single time I go in. And because of the way that the software acts, it doesn't keep saves in real time. It only saves when you basically close the software. Anything that you do before it crashes is moot. Justin, yeah, I mean, just follow along. I'll show you what's going on here. So just to bring you up to speed, I basically took out my Twitch and YouTube layouts again, and then I reinstalled. I basically opened a blank layout, and then I re-imported my backed up YouTube layout, and it crashes immediately. So because the process locks and it doesn't allow me to close the executable, I had to log out of Windows and log back in. So now that Windows is settled down again, I'm going to relaunch OBS. It's probably going to launch with the YouTube layout, and it's going to probably crash immediately. Yep. So as you can see right there, right away, OBS has crashed. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the YouTube gaming layout. I'm going to probably have to rebuild this from scratch, because for some reason or another, it just, I don't know. There's something in these layouts that's causing this to crash. And I don't know what it is. Because the thing is I've been using these layouts as you've seen them and as they are now for months. I've been using this same layout configured the way it is ever since I started the channel. So there's something that OBS has changed in its code recently with an update or something that now is having an issue with something that's in one of my layouts. And because of that, now I'm stuck having to literally rebuild all of my scenes from scratch. So, I mean, I don't know what to do. Do I rebuild all the scenes? I mean, I have, you guys saw before, I have, you know, probably 50 elements. Probably 100 elements across all of my scenes. So, I mean, I don't know what to do. And, you know, the OBS is so unstable. I literally don't know what to do here. So, I'm gonna start recreating stuff. So just bear with me here. Also, it seems to have messed up my actual configuration too. It only messed up my audio for some reason. That's really strange. All right, so let me get my Chrome open again here. I want to get the chat up because I haven't really been able to follow along with chat too much. Of course, it won't show me chat, so I'm sorry, guys, if I missed your chat messages. Oh, maybe I can read through them here. Hold on. No, I can't, unfortunately. So, if you guys have said anything to me recently, I apologize. I'm looking. Oh, here we go. You have Fraps on your PC for an FPS counter. I do have Fraps purchased. I don't have it installed right now. I don't typically use Fraps anymore. And it doesn't really have any bearing on this issue. It's not a frame rate issue. It's an actual OBS sucks balls issue. And Justin, no, I can't task manager it. If I try to go in and actually force close the executable, it just ignores me. So I'm actually going to switch back over to OBS here and start the stream back up on there. So bear with me just a second, guys, and I'll be right back, all right?